Love the Eagles as much as we do? Then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. Word around the league is exploding like fireworks right now. DeAndre Hopkins has officially traded the Purple Lights of Baltimore for the Green Storm of Philadelphia. That's right, folks. The man once feared by cornerbacks across the AFC is about to unleash himself in the NFC East. Sources close to the locker room say it's done, signed, sealed, and ready for the announcement. Hopkins reportedly told friends he wanted a new chapter, a new fight, and a new fan base to make history with. After a brief but fiery run with the Ravens, the veteran wideout is packing his bags and heading to the city of brotherly love. Eagles fans are already losing their minds on social media, posting edits, memes, and wild declarations that this move could seal the Super Bowl. Hopkins himself was caught smiling during an airport sighting, rocking an emerald hoodie and saying, "Philly, let's get it." That alone sent the internet into meltdown. There's a certain electricity in the air tonight, that kind of feeling you only get when a superstar decides he wants more than just stats. Hopkins wants legacy, and in Philadelphia, legacy isn't given. It's earned under bright lights and brutal expectations. DeAndre Hopkins' journey to this point has been one of grit, pain, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. From his breakout days in Houston to his short stay in Baltimore, he's proven that no defensive scheme, no double coverage, no injury setback could ever silence him for long. And yet, something about the Ravens just didn't fit. The chemistry with Lamar Jackson never fully caught fire. And while there were flashes of brilliance, it always felt like Hopkins was waiting for something more, a system that would truly unleash his route running and high-point dominance. In Philadelphia, that chance might have finally arrived. Imagine Hopkins lining up next to A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. Picture that trio running routes in unison, breaking coverages apart like puzzle pieces. It's a scary sight for any defense. The Eagles have been searching for that final offensive spark after last season's heartbreak, and Hopkins might be the missing piece that reignites the fire. His veteran presence, his hunger to prove doubters wrong, and his ability to elevate everyone around him could be the exact chemistry experiment the Eagles need. What's wild about this move is how fast it all happened. 1 week, Hopkins was smiling in Ravens colors, saying all the right things about building chemistry and staying patient. The next, insiders start whispering about mutual discontent and philosophical differences. Classic NFL code for this partnership isn't working. Baltimore's offense, built on Lamar's improvisation and quick reads, didn't always favor Hopkins' deep, methodical routes. He's a craftsman, a technician who needs time to slice through coverage. And when you combine that with Baltimore's shift toward younger wideouts, the writing was on the wall. But here's the twist. The Eagles have been quietly monitoring him for weeks. They knew a storm was brewing. Philadelphia's front office has made a living capitalizing on tension elsewhere, swooping in when stars grow restless. That's how they built a contender, and that's how they just landed one of the most dangerous receivers of his generation. Sometimes destiny needs a little chaos to work its magic, and Hopkins' exit from Baltimore might be the spark that lights the Eagles' next championship run. Philadelphia isn't just another stop for DeAndre Hopkins. It's a statement. The Eagles have become known for their intensity, their blue-collar mentality, their fans who cheer with fire and boo with even more passion. It's a city that doesn't hand out respect easily. You earn it by leaving blood, sweat, and soul on the field. Hopkins knows that. He's seen how quickly Philly fans turn on players who fade under pressure. But he's not intimidated, he's motivated. In a recent locker room chat, one insider quoted Hopkins saying, "I'm not here to blend in. I'm here to be remembered." Those are big words in a city that worships underdogs and demands greatness. The connection between Jalen Hurts and Hopkins could become the stuff of highlight reels. Hurts' deep ball meets Hopkins' circus catches? That's a storyline waiting to explode. The timing, the chemistry, the swagger. Everything about this move screams ambition. Hopkins didn't just leave Baltimore. He chose Philadelphia because he believes it's where legends are born, not just made. Fans in Baltimore, though, are feeling the sting. They thought they had finally found their veteran anchor, the guy who could help Lamar chase another MVP season. Social media is flooded with bittersweet messages, gratitude mixed with frustration. "Thank for the memories, D-Hop," one fan wrote, "but this hurts." In truth, it's a breakup that's been brewing for months. Hopkins wanted more targets, more say in the offense, and the Ravens system wasn't built for that. The Eagles, on the other hand, are giving him that platform, and paying handsomely for it, too. Rumor has it the deal includes performance bonuses tied to playoff wins, meaning Hopkins isn't just chasing stats, he's chasing rings. And that's where things get interesting. Because for all his accolades, the one thing Hopkins hasn't claimed yet is that elusive Lombardi trophy. Philly give him that shot. He's betting on Hurts, on Nick Sirianni's aggressive system, and on his ability to become a locker room leader from day one. Baltimore might have lost a star, but Philly just gained a force of nature. What's coming next feels like the start of a football saga. DeAndre Hopkins walking into Lincoln Financial Field in that deep midnight green jersey will be a moment. One of those goosebump-inducing unveilings that fans talk about for years. It's not just another signing. It's a culture collision. Hopkins' smooth, southern confidence meeting Philadelphia's gritty energy is going to be pure theater. And he knows it. "I'll be an idol in Philly," he reportedly said to a close friend after signing the deal. Not just a player, an idol. That quote alone has the sports world buzzing. It's bold, maybe even cocky, but that's exactly why Hopkins fits this city. Philly thrives on confidence that borders on defiance. The city that embraced Allen Iverson, Nick Foles, and Jason Kelce doesn't fear big personalities, it celebrates them. And if Hopkins can back up that talk with touchdowns, the entire Lincoln Financial crowd will chant his name every Sunday like a battle cry. The legend begins now, and it's painted green. Now that the ink is dry and the hype is building. The real question is how DeAndre Hopkins fits into this already loaded Eagles offense. The playbook is stacked. Jalen Hurts has matured into a true field general, and the team's offensive line remains one of the most reliable in football. Hopkins brings that extra dimension, the ability to make impossible catches look routine. Imagine a 3rd and 8 with pressure collapsing, Hurts scrambling left, firing a laser, and Hopkins twisting midair for a one-handed grab. That's the vision coaches in Philly are dreaming about right now. It's not just about adding another weapon. It's about expanding the possibilities. Hopkins can line up wide, in the slot, or even motion pre-snap to draw coverage. His versatility gives Sirianni the flexibility to outsmart defenses in ways we haven't seen before. And that's why this move feels strategic, not desperate. The Eagles didn't need Hopkins. They wanted him. They saw a chance to turn a top-5 offense into something unstoppable, and they took it. That's the difference between contenders and champions. They never settle. Still, for all the excitement, this move raises questions about chemistry and ego. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are already dominant in their own lanes, and adding Hopkins means someone share the spotlight is bound to shrink. But if any locker room can handle that balance, it's Philadelphia's. The culture there is built on accountability and shared hunger, a brotherhood that thrives on competition. Hopkins has been known to carry strong opinions, but those who've played with him describe a man obsessed with winning. "If you bring your best, he'll bring better," one former teammate said. That's the kind of energy that could elevate everyone in that room. The coaches will have to manage reps and egos, but that's a luxury problem. You'd rather have too many weapons than not enough. And knowing Hurts' calm leadership and focus, he'll be the glue holding it all together. Hopkins joining this offense doesn't disrupt the rhythm, it amplifies it. If they get the chemistry right, this could be the most dangerous receiving core the NFC has seen in a decade. From a narrative standpoint, this signing almost feels cinematic. Think about it. The veteran star chasing one last shot at immortality, joining a team that's been on the brink but needs just a little more magic to cross the finish line. It's the kind of plot line that Hollywood would greenlight without hesitation. Hopkins' swagger, Hurts' quiet determination, Sirianni's fearless play calling. The ingredients for drama are all here. And Philly, with its roaring crowd and unforgiving media, will turn every play, every quote, every sideline gesture into a headline. That's the beauty and the burden of playing there. If Hopkins thrives, he'll be immortalized as the missing piece that brought another Lombardi to the city. If he falters, the boos will echo louder than any applause. But maybe that's exactly why he came. Some players run from pressure. Hopkins runs toward it. He's betting on himself in a city that demands nothing less than greatness. The stage is set and the lights are blinding. This is football drama at its finest. Behind the scenes, executives across the league are watching closely. The Eagles have once again proven that they're willing to take bold swings when others hesitate. Some front offices prefer stability, draft development, and long-term planning. Philly? They build for the now. They chase banners. And Hopkins fits that mindset perfectly. He's not a developmental project, he's a statement. Even in the later stages of his career, his catch radius, timing, and football IQ are elite. Defenses can't afford to single cover him, which means less pressure on Brown and Smith. It's a ripple effect that transforms an already potent offense into a nightmare scenario. Analysts are already predicting record-breaking numbers if everyone stays healthy. And yet, this isn't just about stats. It's about identity. The Eagles have reasserted themselves as a destination for stars who want to win. Baltimore might be licking its wounds, but Philly just fired a message to the entire league. If you want rings, you come here. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. But let's not forget the emotional side of this story. Hopkins leaving Baltimore wasn't easy. He built friendships there, shared laughs, and believed in a vision that just didn't pan out. Yet football, like life, is about timing, and sometimes the next opportunity is too big to ignore. The Ravens are pivoting toward youth, trying to craft a sustainable core for the future. Hopkins, meanwhile, is focused on the now, the legacy, the spotlight that burns brightest right before it fades. Philadelphia gives him that final act, that grand stage where every catch feels like a declaration. His move isn't just a transfer, it's a transformation. From purple pride to midnight green fury. From chasing chemistry to chasing destiny. And when he said, "I'll be an idol in Philly," it didn't sound like arrogance, it sounded like prophecy. The man knows what he wants, and he's stepping into a city that won't let him settle for anything less than immortality. As the countdown to the season begins, the anticipation feels electric. Training camp clips are already leaking, showing Hopkins laughing with Hurts, trading competitive jabs with Brown, and soaking up the Philly atmosphere. You can almost feel the storm forming. The media will dissect every practice rep, every sideline nod, every tweet, but the real story will unfold on Sundays. The moment Hopkins lines up wide, fans will hold their breath because they know something special might happen. It's rare for a signing to feel this cinematic, this faded. Hopkins didn't just switch teams, he reignited belief. In a league driven by parity, where greatness is fleeting, moments like this remind us why we love the game. The drama, the risk, the audacity to dream bigger. DeAndre Hopkins in green isn't just a roster move, it's a symbol. A signal that the Eagles are done waiting. They want it all. And Hopkins? He's ready to give them exactly that. Every ounce of fire he has left. Finally, the narrative surrounding Lamar Jackson's arrival in Philadelphia is expected to evolve continuously, with each game, press conference, and public appearance offering new material for analysis, debate, and speculation. Sources hint that the Eagles are already planning marketing campaigns, behind-the-scenes content, and media engagements designed to highlight Jackson's integration and the team's evolving identity. Analysts predict that the first season could redefine offensive strategies across the league, influencing coaching philosophies, defensive schemes, and player utilization patterns for years to come. Social media, podcasts, and sports networks are poised to capitalize on the intrigue, generating a feedback loop of speculation and fan engagement that mirrors the excitement surrounding the trade itself. Meanwhile, Ravens fans remain emotionally invested, dissecting roster moves, draft plans, and potential replacements while reflecting on Jackson's legacy. The overall impact, experts suggest, is multi-layered. affecting competitive balance, team culture, financial markets, media coverage, and fan sentiment. This unfolding saga is not just about football. It's a cultural phenomenon, a high-stakes story of ambition, risk, and transformation. As the NFL braces for a season with Lamar Jackson in Philadelphia, one thing is clear. The league, its fans, and the sports world at large are witnessing the start of a new, unpredictable chapter that will be discussed, analyzed, and remembered for decades. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.